Ladies and gentlemen, may I have your attention, please? The show starts in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
In 2025, 3.5 billion people will use messaging apps, up from 3.1 billion in 2021. If your interest is AI and high-tech, you can join this global giant Onpassive free. Simply register at www.coolzone.ai. Text-to-speech function expresses your thoughts. Speak your words and bring it to life. Get your free email. Simply register at www.coolzone.ai.
Hello, everybody. As you can see, me and Chris made it again. One thing I want to announce was talking with Chris. As you see, the QR code at the bottom of the screen is for founders. And we're going to run this all week because we've been choppy on and off. And we want to give a gift, and the gift is going to be we're going to put the QR code up every day, all the way till Sunday. Okay, and we're going to try to make it here every day too. Yes, we're both under the weather, but feel better when we do a live. Believe it or not.
Wait! Before you get started, I have a question. I know it's going to get you mad, but I have to. See, we're both sick. We might as well make each other worse off. Okay, now Rob Gorman was nice enough to make us these beautiful red hats. Thank you, Rob.
Rob Gorman, that's my favorite hat, buddy. This is my favorite.
Wait a minute. Is mine more fire engine red and his is more like sissy pink? Or as Dawn said, Santa Claus? Look, mine's darker. We're doing a poll here. Is mine darker or is Marty's lighter? Well, either or. Tell us what
it's the same freaking thing, you dumbass. But listen, no, but mine's better looking.
No, mine, the brighter the red, the bigger the head. I can't laugh.
Anyway, hey, Rob Gorman, the Mad Hatter, sent me this hat, and it made my day. Even when I was sick, I took that out. I had to put sunglasses on. I absolutely love it. I'm watching how I touch it because I'm a grizzly bear, and I'll ruin it.
I think he made that for Dawn because it looks pinkish to me.
It's not
a manly color.
It's red.
Where I'm waiting to see Chris.
This hat is darker red.
See? I told you.
Marty one is lighter, but it's still red.
Marty's looks
Peter.
pink.
Hey, Peter. I know where you live, man. Don't freaking agree with him.
I told you. He came on. I said, "Where'd you get the pink hat from?" I told you. So all day long, I want you to.
How's that?
Oh, you can't see me now. I'm blocked. Take a picture, guys. Put on your Facebook, so your social media. Which hat's darker? What looks pink? What looks red? And I'm betting I'm gonna win. All right, back to business. Marty, go ahead.
Back to business. As you saw on that one video, how people are going to be using more and more apps, for communicating, right? And it's growing up. Everything in the whole industry is just expanding like unbelievable, and we're at the very front of all of it. Massive. What a big deal. And we heard that webinar last Friday when Ash came on. My opinion, it ranks right up there with one of my favorite, because I love the idea that Mr. Mufara told the good, the bad, and the ugly. We talk about our journey and we wait, wait, but that's all we're doing. It was wait. So what? What's alternative for us? What's alternative for me? I'm going to use me for an example. If Onpassive wasn't here, what would I be doing? Yes, I could market, I could make a few bucks, but not life-changing, Never, no way. And by the way, I know how to bring people in, targeted traffic. It takes a lot more than just that. It's a whole branding, marketing, uh, videos, content, blogging, and Onpassive does all of that for us. All of that. And I'll tell you what, if you can get a company, which you won't, that could do all that for you, and then on top of that, any glitch we had, forget internal glitches, forget that we are here and we were beta testing OConnect when it first came out. That's not a glitch. That's what happens when you're beta testing, okay? After all that, September 1st, we go on the market and the ball was dropped. It was not us. I don't need to keep saying that. The beauty, the unbelievable beauty of the company was when the ball was dropped by an opponent, the company went really quick and blanketed the founders. Soon as there was a problem, Passive shot over and said, okay, let's protect the founders. I don't want them to pay more. Let's give them more time. Let's really, every time, I'll never forget that. And you really need to wrap your head around that. And like I've been saying for a couple months, anytime they have to freeze up or give an extension, companies not bringing in money. You know, that's why I laugh at these buttheads out there. The naysayers are like, oh, the company's sucking money. No, they're not. They are the worst sucking money company I've ever seen in my life. They're not doing anything. We're getting OConnect every month, an extension. We're not paying for it. What are we paying for the extension? Nothing. I mean, come on. What company would do that? Nobody. I'm going to answer that for you. Don't even look. Nobody would do that. That's how fortunate we are to be in Onpassive. I see on Facebook that Dr. Tarek from Egypt was signing some stuff with Professor Susan. Looks like a big deal. O-Media in the background. I'm not going to get into details because I don't know it. But I just want to let you know, you could see it if you're friends with Dr. Tarek like I am. These people are busy all the time. And by the way, Dr. Tarek, he eats education, okay? My man's got like 3 MBAs, 13 books he wrote. He's a brain. He's a brain, and he joined Onpassive. Think about that. And Dr. Susan, the people that she can knock on the door and they answer. I mean, come on. And where is she part of? Onpassive. I think I am so blown away over that. I'm not kidding. The more I think about it, that charges me up more than you could imagine. Now, let's look at the sequence of events. What next? What next? I didn't hear. I don't know what. Okay. Forget what you don't know. I'm going to tell you what we do know. We know that when the new version of OConnect comes out, and by the way, I'm going to answer this for you. Nobody wants to come out quicker than Mr. Mufar in the company. So let's end that. It's not like they're holding back and saying, we got something really good to deliver and we're going to keep it for a couple more months. No. Soon as it's ready, soon as it's the high enough standard, soon as it goes through quality assurance, quality control, whatever, boom, it's going to be out. When it comes out, it sounds like they have a method to pay founders commissions and bonuses. So you wouldn't do that until OConnect is ready, right? We've talked about that. Well, all these little details said, no, this is my opinion. Follow me. Okay. So OConnect's ready. That is a piece to the puzzle that starts this reset in going viral, my opinion. Okay. And that's how I'm reading into it. I mean that 100%. So just keep your eyes peeled. Keep your seatbelt on. Look, it might be calm right now, but in the background, behind that curtain, underneath that little piece of ice showing at the top of the ocean, is a berg underneath it. Iceberg. 99% of it is what we can't see. And it's big and it's good. There's nothing about Onpassive that isn't good. And I believe that we're going to be surprised. I think in a short amount of time, and when I mean a short amount of time, months, maybe a year, even before for some, it doesn't matter. Just think about this. Your lives will be changed forever. I was talking to Chris today. I was under the weather. I felt horrible. Shorty was sick. Lexus has got issues. Uh, Jaden had to go back to the hospital with spots on his legs. They got him back on something else. Oh, Dawn burned her hand. Yeah, check this out. Dawn burns her hand cooking my steaks for carnivore. Turned the steak over and a big slap of grease landed on her hand. Yeah, all this at the same time. But I want to tell you, sick as I was, I don't get sick very often. But when I have these petri dishes coming home every day, you're going to get one of them. Yeah, you can only fight off so much. Well, I was talking to Chris. When Onpassive really kicks in and you're a little bit under the weather and you got to go to work because you don't have any sick leave left, and Onpassive, that will be over. That's part of the thing about having choice with when you have the resources. You get the resources, it changes a lot of things. That's one of them. Stuff you take for granted. I remember when I was working at the company I worked for, getting up in the morning, coughing all night long, not feeling well, high fever, and I'm going, I gotta go. And the job I had to be there. I would drag myself in. You know what it's like when you're at work and you feel bad? It's not 8 hours, it's 80 hours, it feels like. And then you got to drag yourself, you're driving home. I felt so bad one time, I'm falling asleep at a traffic light. No joke. I don't have to do that in Onpassive. This thing kicks in, we're going to be free. And I don't mean just by time, but financially free. Don't say how quick. I don't know why people keep going out there, oh, you're going to make this in a month. That's a lie. That's not a real company. If the company said to me, you get in the first month, you're going to make $50,000, I would never join. I've been in those companies. They're lies. They're not real. But I do know this. This company kicks in, it'll be bigger and better than anything anybody watching this has ever been in. That's a pretty bold statement to say to somebody that probably didn't watch this for 6 months from now. And I mean it. And I even mean then. By then, if you're watching this 6 months from now, you're already going to know how big this is. Remember that when you come look. And by the way, this QR code here, what we did, so you know if you're watching this from the outside, that's a QR code of people that are in Onpassive, our Onpassive family, and I put that QR code on a rotator. So when people scan it, it goes to different people because we work together with each other. That's what we do. And like I said, we're going to have that up there all week because we love everybody. No joke. I'm not kidding. I can't wait for this to kick in. I'm with people all the time. Somebody just scanned the code. It's pretty funny. But anyway, keep in mind, we're in a good place. Big things are happening. You know, if you think things are slowing down, you better tell corporate. You better call corporate up in Egypt, Dubai, the Mid East, everywhere. You better call them and let them know that it's slowed up because they don't know it. They're going full steam ahead. I talked to Ass last night, 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock in the morning. Meeting, another meeting, arranging stuff. Guys, it's never ending. So, you know, really, we are blessed beyond belief, no joke. And this really made me feel better just talking. I'll go back to dying after it's over. I'm going to turn it over to Chris right now. If I got to add anything, I will. Go ahead, Chris.
All right, very good, Marty. Yeah, we're both a little under the weather, and that's okay. Thank God we don't have smell-o-vision like Red told me this morning. We'd probably get you all sick, and that's crazy. So one thing Marty didn't touch on today, but he did, is we're expanding everywhere. Today starts the Dubai conference. I think it's Dubai, of the police, of policemen from all over the world, and Onpassive is a huge part of it. That does, well, it started already. We're behind. I think that's right. Marty, shake your head. Yeah, if I said that right. Okay, good. So listen, here, let me give you.
Now they're 9 hours ahead, so they're probably ending the first day or close to it. Yeah.
There's a different way of explaining this about expanding. We are expanding everywhere around the world right now, but we don't all see it. Kind of like when you blow up a balloon and you keep blowing air in there and it keeps getting bigger and bigger. You can't really see the air, right? But you know that balloon is getting bigger and bigger and bigger. Same with Onpassive. Just because you don't see it doesn't mean it's not happening. Okay. When I start coughing here in a minute, you know it's happening. I told you when I'm coughing, but just a lot of people, and I haven't really been bothered by many people. This is the first time I don't have a lot of people saying, Chris, now what? Now what? Listen, now what is not a good question. Ask yourself, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, because everything's going on. I'm glad I can't see all the crap they're going through. That's the honest to God truth. I don't want to see the good, the bad, the ugly. I don't want to see it. I just want to know when it's ready. And when it's ready, I will be there to enjoy it. Enjoy it. Like Marty said, I've touched on this a million times. In the future, you're going to have choices that if, in the first year, I'm going to say, man, I don't really want to, I would not want to go to work, even though I'd go to work. I would not want to go to work feeling the way I do. I can't breathe real good. I got snots running out my nose. My eyes are water. I'm coughing like crazy. Thank God that we got NyQuil. I chugged some NyQuil a couple times last night. Been going to bed at like 7:30, 8 o'clock, trying to get some good sleep. That's me. I love, if I'm sick, I rest. That's just what I do. I have not been on anything. You can ask Marty, because I'm just trying to, listen, I have a zillion reasons to get healthy right now. And right now, I'm not real healthy as far as just with this cold. Yes, my ribs hurt like heck again because I've been coughing so much, but that's normal. That's going to be like that for a couple months. But I need to be healthy. I need to get healthy for what's coming our way. Now, no one wants to be sick at all, but I tell you what, it sure makes it feel a lot better. We're always going to be sick. Every year, someone's going to catch a cold, flu, or whatever it is. But in the future, know this, that you might have that option. I don't want to go to work today, honey. I don't feel good. Oh, wait, we got Onpassive. Your wife's going to say to your husband, oh, yeah, go ahead. Sleep all you want. Doesn't that right there get you excited? That and my head is redder, Marty. A lot of people are texting me, yeah, he looks pink. But anyway, Rob, you mixed the wrong color on this one, but I still love it. That means Ash is getting a pink hat too, I think. But just the fact knowing that everything that I had to deal with my work for 32 years, I went to work with a bad back. I went to work when I was sick as a dog. I went into work when I stopped breathing. Good Lord. And it's just things that I wish I never had to do. I can actually look back in my 32 years of work, 45 years of work, and think, how many times did I say to myself, oh my God, I don't want to be here? Especially when summer came. When I was a young kid, I still worked 7 days a week. I worked in a hall, washing dishes, setting up tables. That's what we did when we were kids. And I remember as soon as summer broke, 80 degrees out, we all had small little boats. Man, we got to go water skiing. We wanted to be out there. Oh, I got to work. I can't. Got to work. Listen, if anything, I'm going to use the hate word, but I don't like using it. I absolutely hated when the sun came out and I knew I had a boat and I knew I had to work. It sucked. SUCKED. It sucked. How about taking the suck out of your life? Onpassive is going to take that suck out of your life, where you're going to wake up one day in the next year and it's going to be 85, 90 degrees like it is like here in Florida right now. And you're going to say, I'm going fishing. And guess what? You don't have to ask anybody. You don't have to call your boss. You're just going to go. Isn't that why Ash designed this company, so you can just go? Not have to worry or ask anybody? I mean, technically, when we have a job, we got to ask our boss for permission, correct? Think about that. Hey, boss, I don't feel so good. You think I can take the day off? And he'll say, well, how bad are you? Not, hey, Chris, take a day off, get some rest. We'll see you tomorrow. Let's try again tomorrow, right? Bosses don't do that. They want you to come in and they want you to make them money. That's the bottom line. Now, me, I had a different work ethic. I worked everything I could. And you know, the truth is, I don't know if that was such a good idea. I probably hurt myself more than helped myself, to be honest. It hurt every day. I mean, I remember a time I'd volunteered to work and I threw my back out so bad and I still went in and it was horrible. Absolutely horrible for me. I put myself through a week of work where I could barely stand up and I just kept going, and it took years off my life, believe it or not. Onpassive is going to add years to your life. When you wake up tomorrow morning, I want you to just start thinking about things again. What would it be like to wake up tomorrow knowing you have a choice whether you want to go to work or you want to go fishing? Now, that's when everything gets going. Don't just say, Chris said we can wake up and go fishing tomorrow. Don't do that. Keep with what you got right now, because I know some of you want to go fishing, and it's real nice. But just think about that. That's how I think right now. I don't want to think negative. I know Ash Mafar is doing many things. I wanted to get going as bad as Ash and Marty wanted to get going. I really do. Why? Because I know people are hurting right now for a lot of things. But again, that's personal issues that people have always had. Ash wants to fix those personal issues. So just remember that. Don't say, oh, well, when's he going to launch this thing? I need money. I think everyone needs money. I think the richest people in the world still would say, I need money. All right. But when he gets this sucker going, it's going to blow up, and it's going to blow up big, guys. And if you understand about the air going into the balloon I just talked about, there's constantly air going into this balloon of Onpassive. It's blowing up, bigger, and none of you see it yet. What you do know is a small percent, but Ash Mafar is starting to let a lot more of that percentage out now of what's really going on. And when it happens, my goodness, I can't wait. So if you do have a birthday today, happy birthday. If you're sick, we're praying for you. Of course, you can always say a prayer for us, a couple of hot guys here. Bill Musk, Robin, Pat Parent. I can't remember his name now. Dave Roslewski's friend. Let's keep praying and keep it going. Say some prayers for the Mafar family. Give them strength and endurance always. And just keep loving. And listen, get that chip off your shoulder. Stop being angry. Pretty soon your anger is all going to be gone. Why? Because Onpassive is going to help you with all of it. Marty DeGarmo, back to you.
Beautiful. Absolutely. So we are 22 minutes. I'm a couple of deadbeat old guys. I'm just kidding. Anyway, Red will be on at 11, right? Chris, he said we just talked to him. Okay. Thank you, everybody, for being here. Thanks for always the support. We got over 400 people here today. Keep your eyes open. Keep checking. New websites, Eric, since yesterday. Beautiful. Keep checking the updates, and we're off to the races. I expect stuff any minute, anytime, any really. So keep your eyes open. And I'll see you all, and thank you very much.
Yeah, and chillax, everybody. Just chillax.